Hey YouTube, Wrong Flame Cat, drinking milk, sorry. Gonna put this up here because my cat was drinking from it. I hope I don't grow whiskers, it'll be totally awesome if I do. Anyway, yeah, they'll just sprout from right there. Anyway, talking about black and white. Oh! So, the whole world is all in hullabaloo about black and white and all that. Sorry as I mess with my face. I have to be gorgeous for these things, not that I care. Anyway, I just want to kind of throw my 2 cents in there, not that anyone would care, but I'm actually kind of disappointed with how easy black and white has been so far. And just so everyone knows, I got white for the fact of getting my Metal Gear Rex, and I didn't spoil anything for myself, so excuse me. So there was that, you know, I knew nothing of the names, knew nothing except the starters, because I couldn't go anywhere online without seeing the starters. So I was like, okay, cute little pig, cute little snake thing, and cute little otter thing. And of course, me being the fire type, I always go with the fire type, because fire's like for the win. And anyway, I was right away off the bat disappointed that we get now a 3rd firefighting. I don't understand what was wrong with Blaziken. Blaziken had pretty decent stats. Its speed was pretty awesome. The fact that my Blaziken was female, the only female that pretty much I've ever got. It was really fun because actually going through, that would be Ruby and Sapphire, most of my Pokemon in Ruby and Sapphire were all female. It was kind of interesting. Because I remember I got my Armaldo, and my Armaldo the first time was a female. And the similar thing with like all of the Pokemon that should have had like a 12% chance of being female. Like I caught like 500 Eevees, and those are only supposed to be like or a small amount of them are supposed to be female. So, I mean, that whole version was pretty cool because I have like nothing but female Pokemon, so talk to me. I've got cool female Pokemon, and I typically breed them and then throw them up online and be like, ha, here they are. Anyway, so another firefighting. Can I complain? You know, it's not that I'm upset by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm just like, come on, we could have gotten, you know, a Fire Dark, you know, a Fire Dark starter. We could have gotten a Fire Psychic starter. You know, I don't know. I was just expecting more creativity with the starters, and then Snivy just being a straight up grass type. You know, that was the same thing with like Chikorita, and let's see, Bulbasaur was a grass poison. Shoot, I'm blanking on the other starter at this point, but they were all grass, which was okay. You know, because grass were always my second pick. If I didn't like the fire starter, cough cough Chimchar, I went with the grass. And I don't know, it's just firefighting, awesome. You know, what was wrong with Blaziken? That's pretty much my beef with that one. Then we've got my going through the gameplay. I'm thinking that everything's a little too easy. I got experience share and the Macho Brace like right off the bat, which is, I guess, okay. You know, now I can effort value train like in the 10-15 range versus waiting till the 20, 30, 40 range. But it's still something of that nature where, you know, it's always been something like it was harder to get. It wasn't something that was just like handed to you. You know, you had to go jump, you know, fight the billion trainers, and maybe some people complained about that and were like, oh, this is too hard, I want it just handed to me. Well, go get yourself an action replay, you know, go hack the game if it's too hard for you. But just me being me, I appreciated the challenge, being able to just go through and grab, you know, I'd have to fight all the trainers, you know, I'd have to kick all their butts just so that I could get from point A to point B, and then, you know, and this time it was just like, oh, hey, here, take this. Oh, here, hey, take this. Oh, cool. So, that's, I don't know, it was just too easy. Too easy. It was like, what? So, it's kind of a double-edged sword. I have them both, so yay, now I can effort value train my Victini to be a tank! And, kind of just like, I don't know, I don't know, I'm torn about that. But another thing I noticed is that, like, TMs no longer break, okay? That was something from red, blue, and yellow that's, was so, everyone knew TMs broke, okay? You had to think, okay, which Pokemon do I want to learn this move? It was a one-shot thing, and, if you screwed up, you screwed up. I've done it. I'm sure thousands of other people have screwed up, and, it was just one of those things where the strategy, my Pokemon knows Dig, ha ha ha, but with Dig, I wish that Dig was a little more, I don't know, I wish you could get Dig multiple times. That was always my beef, because I always taught it to, I was always like, oh yeah, Dig, la 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 la, and then I taught it to some Pokemon that I didn't really like, and then I'm like, ah, oh, damn. Because, I remember with, Ruby and Sapphire, I wanted my Flygon to know both Dig and Fly to be redundant, because that would have been awesome. But no matter. That was just my beef with Dig. But it always broke. TMs always broke. That's why, you just, you had to use strategy. You had to use your brain. And now they don't. So what's the difference between having a TM and an HM, besides that HMs can't be forgotten as easily? It's, I don't know, it just is really, that one was something, like, so true to the Pokemon series, as I've been playing since I was, like, 10, maybe even 9. Actually, I think I was, like, 9 when I started playing Pokemon, because, I remember I went through some journals, or diaries, a long time ago, and I was like, I would have started my Pokemon journey, but I'm gonna start it anyway, even though I'm 10 or 9 or 8 or whatever I wrote that time. So, I've been playing Pokemon for a long time. I consider myself a guru of sorts, even though now that there's like 7 million Pokemon now out there, and I can't keep track of them all because my brain can only hold so many Pokemons at a time, and I'm still quite content with everything up to Ruby and Sapphire. I've got no problems with Ruby and Sapphire Pokemons. Up to that point, I was happy. Diamond and Pearl Pokemon, I didn't really like those guys at all, and Black and White are proving, well, the types are really cool. We've got a whole bunch of new dragons. We finally have a flippin' fire dragon, okay? It only took, 5 generations to get a fire dragon? So we've got a fire dragon, a thunder dragon, we've got a couple dozen pure dragon types, we've got a whole bunch of fire types, new fire fightings, and I've noticed, like, psychic types too. There's a whole bunch of those. Victini being a fire psychic, which I think is pretty cool. Stop. Cat! But, anyway. With all the types of Black and White, I can't really complain so much about the Pokemon. The designs are very nice. There are a couple that I'm kinda, like, about, like, Trubbish, like, trash bag Pokemon, really. That's kind of like my same beef with Rotom. It's a lawnmower, it's a refrigerator. I don't know, I just couldn't understand whether the designers were giving up or just being really, really, really creative. I just didn't know where they were coming with that. But, I guess, I don't know, maybe I think Nintendo, what they honestly need to start doing is they need to start contacting other artists and, maybe hosting a giant worldwide contest, hey, design your own 150 or so, because I know a whole bunch of really great artists on DeviantArt, that I seriously would just die if they would just give these Pokemon to be real, because some of the designs are just so freaking amazing, and, I think that everybody deserves a chance to do something so awesome as to have, their own creations in a video game or a movie. I guess that's everybody's dream, at least when you're an artist. I don't know about people who aren't artists, because, well, I'm not one of them, so I wouldn't know. But, I don't know, I'm just torn because, there's a couple different things with, like, Pokemon that it seems like they're just kind of giving up, but in the same breath, they're kind of, and I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but like the generation of, you know, the clueless generation, which unfortunately seems to be playing a role, it seems, because unfortunately I was over at Denny's one time, and I heard like these kids who couldn't have been any older than 13, and they were talking about Snooki and the situation, and, oh man, those guys are so cool, man, I wish I was Snooki, I wish I could eat pickles until my eyes fell out. And I have my own beef against Jersey Shore. You know, I can't believe that those idiots, I kid you not, they get paid $30,000 an episode. 30,000 an episode to have sex, party, get drunk, and make an absolute fool of themselves on TV. And everybody's like, oh yeah, the Jersey Shore, they're so cool. No, they're not. No. I'm surprised that they all aren't hopped up on meth and marijuana or some shit, because we all know that drugs are cool too. Let's all do drugs, kids, because we're the Jersey Shore, you know? No. I think what America needs is some absolutely good role models to, you know, to portray on TV versus these idiots on Jersey Shore. But I digress, because, you know, I'm the minority, and my minority is quickly growing smaller and smaller and smaller. So I will keep my minority friends, and maybe someday when the world implodes on itself because everybody who, you know, has stones for brains, not to troll anybody, but, you know, I can't help the world. You know, they I don't know, the world just, I can't do it. The world is too stupid for my brain to handle. But I'll stick with Pokemans. Even though they're making that way too simple. And oh, that's another thing I didn't mention while I was still on the topic of Pokemans. You don't take damage outside of battle for poison, which, again, that was something from the roots of all Pokemon, from Red, Blue, Yellow, that everyone was like, you know, you got poisoned, you took damage outside of battle. I don't know why you don't take damage outside of battle anymore. I don't know what Nintendo was thinking, where, you know, oh, hey, let's just do this, because, you know, this makes it easy, so, you know, idiot children who can't have a brain in their head can play Pokemons. Oops, sorry guys. I don't know, it's frustrating. That's all. I'm just venting and ranting, troll in the doobly-doo, doobly-doobly-doobly-doo, meow, and, meow, cat. But that's about it. That's my rants for today. I've already took up an extra 3 minutes, which typically I should only take 10 minutes of your time, but that's okay. I will rant again later. I'm gonna go continue to trace my face and play around on the internet. Oh, P.S. Painted my nails funny colors. Man. Because I felt like it. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Cats. She loves it when I do this. She loves it when I just mess with her head. But yeah, guys, Pokemans. I'm gonna go back to playing Soul Silver pretty soon, because I enjoyed it when the Pokemon stalked me. It's pretty cool. I don't know, I'm also upset that they took that away. It's kind of like 1 step forward, 2 steps back. It's like I expected them to keep that running, but I guess that was just too much for the DS to handle. Whatever. I can understand why it isn't there, but at the same time, why? But anyway, my rant on Pokemans. I'm gonna go play on the internet now. See you next time, guys.